Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received. The translation of that message, it reads like this. Hello, how are you? Can you please post my own story? Is anonymous. I am a South African woman and I am in my early 40s. I am writing this confession because I really do not know what to do. I don't know if you can help me. I tried getting in touch with you, but you did not respond. And I am overwhelmed by fear, confusion, and I don't know if I can be helped. So my life, it seems as if it is now a very scary movie. It has taken a dark turn, and I feel like I am being targeted by spiritual forces that I alone cannot understand. Maybe other people out there, maybe they have came across such situations. When you came across these situations, what did you do? And I am scared that these things, whatever that is happening, it is pushing me to consult. And I had told myself that as a Christian woman, I should never dare think of consulting with a Sangoma. I fear consulting because of my situation as well as the situation of my husband. He is from Zim, and I worry a lot that you will judge me or accuse me that I am accusing this woman next door because she is also from Zim. But I feel like I cannot keep this anymore. I need some sort of guidance from people that know. Is it okay for a Christian to go and consult only for a brief period of time with a traditional healer, or is it strictly forbidden? I have started to question myself. I used to think that I know everything about Christianity, but now I need help. Must I go and consult, or it is a sin before God? Those that understand, please help me. So it all started with my neighbor, who is a foreign woman. She moved into our community and people used to gossip about her when she started staying with her husband, who is a local man, and she used to be a maid but in another street. After breaking up that marriage, she then came and she started staying with this man, and she has been staying with her husband for a couple of years now. So they do not have a child together. People started to talk a lot, and one day there was this other woman from the same street. We sat down, so we saw this woman as she was driving out. Recently, her husband had bought for her a brand new vehicle, and we started laughing. So she had us laughing, and I felt embarrassed because I am not that type of a woman who likes to gossip. This woman who came to my home, she loves to gossip a lot. So she was like, this man, so he has bought a woman who can't even give him a child. Then she laughed, and I also laughed because I just did not want her to feel uncomfortable about that cold joke that she had just told me. She looked at us and she drove off. She later went and she spoke with that woman. She wanted to confront that woman first and then confront me. But that woman, she's very clever. She then said that it was I who had laughed at her, saying that she is a barren woman and her husband is a foolish man who has bought a car for her, yet she is barren. When she came to confront me, I felt so uneasy and I felt so sad and humiliated, and I just apologized. So in her mind to this very day, she thinks that I am the one who has been going around gossiping about her. Then she came to my home one day. She just said, I forgave you for everything that you did to me. I said, it is okay. I tried to brush it off, telling myself that since she has forgiven me, it is okay. That was when things started to get so bad in my life. One day, me and her, we had an heated argument. I don't even remember what it was about anymore. I am sure that it was not a big deal. As neighbors, sometimes you do fight. The way she looked at me, I saw that she hated me like a poisonous snake. She was looking at me. I was so scared. That was when she insulted me in a way that felt personal, as if she knows my deepest insecurities. After that day, strange things started happening, like in my life. The first incident that truly terrified me happened one evening when I was walking from home. My car just broke down whilst I was at work. I called my husband I could not get through to him. I went to the taxis and I got a taxi, and then I returned back home. So I was walking. I saw something that I can hardly bring myself to describe. The sun had already gone down, but I could see. I witnessed a snake that was in her yard. It was a snake and a cat that were having sex. It did not even make sense at all. I looked at that unnatural sight and I felt so much fear, so much that I could not stand there anymore. I ran home. I was scared, convinced myself that maybe it was just my imagination, but I knew that it was a bad thing. I told my husband everything that I had seen. My husband, the problem with him, I don't know if he is defending this woman. Simply, she is also from his country. He then said, what you are doing, it is not okay. You need to know that as a foreign person, when you come into another person's country, there is no way that you can start to think about bewitching that person. What she is thinking about is having money, working, and taking care of her parents. Why would she want to bewitch you? Do you think that I once dated her? Or maybe, since you are both South Africans, you and her husband, that was so cold. I felt tears filling up my eyes, saying that maybe I want to be with that man since he's South African like I am. He had never been so cold towards me. He was like a man that was possessed. The way that he insulted me, I could not even respond to him. He was shouting at me. He was shaking with anger. Then it all stopped and he said, I am sorry. What did I say? I am really sorry. I cried and I went. On that night I slept with my daughter in another spare bedroom, and the way he insulted me, it was so much painful. So after that, on the 3rd of March, like this year, this March, something bad really happened. I was driving home, and when I was involved in a car accident, it just shook me and I could not understand what truly had happened. Like nothing bad happened to me, but the vehicle, it was damaged. Until this day, it is getting so difficult to fix that car. It keeps on having problems because me and that guy, we just bumped into each other. His headlight was broken and my bumper, it has some scratches, but not something bad. So after this had happened, then hours after that, that was when she insulted me in front of other people. Indeed, she insulted me on that day when I had an accident. So currently, I'm like a woman who is living in fear. I want to seek help, but I am afraid because of the words that my husband told me. He is from Zim, and I worry if I consult with a healer, God will judge me. I really do not know what am I supposed to do in such a difficult situation. I really do not know if there are other people that have been through this same thing that I am going through. As a Christian woman, how do you handle so much stress? What do you do? When you post my story, please tell me. I'll be following through in the comment section. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our admin. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.